guys, so we are going to finish hopefully this one that we've been working on that we started yesterday. Today is my husband's 45th birthday, so I got to go make his cake today and all the things, so I should have plenty of time to get that done. All right, so let's see, what do we want to doodle? So I know for sure I want to use some of the gel pens. There's different sizes for the tips on those. I know I want to use this acrylic Artex marker for the beige color that was on that Color Cube palette. And then the black pen, I'm not going to be using this, so I can put that away because I used that on the last one. Let me put that up. All right. So I guess the only one that looks super simple and not much to it is this one. So we'll try to figure out how to make that more, I don't know, dressed up, I guess, would be like the right term. So where do I want to start? Let's just work with some of the beige-ish. Ooh, tip looks really wonky on that one. Hope that's not the color. Okay, just making sure. So maybe we'll just kind of do some oddball random marks here. I really like how a lot of these dried down. They actually turn out pretty cool. So that doesn't really show up too much on this color, but around the red it does. So maybe we'll add it where it's darker. So let's do up here. Down this way. It actually looks kind of cool. I like how that looks. All right, how about we do some marks right here. Oh my gosh, you guys probably hear my daughter. She's on the phone. Let's see, what kind of shape should we do in these? I wonder if we can do, there we go. I just don't want to ruin the tip of the pen. There we go. Oh my gosh. Amber's being such a dork. Okay. That's actually kind of cool. What about, how about just some simple dots down the center on these ones? Mark making is just, it's so relaxing. It's almost like if you were ever one of those people that was like on the phone, you know, back in the day when we actually had house phones, and if you had like a paper and pen in your hand, you'd be sitting there doodling while you were on the phone. I did that all the time, and so I feel like that's kind of how, it's just intuitive, you know, and it kind of just comes out in the pieces that you're creating. Like you start to notice the patterns that you used to create, and I just think it's so cool. Man, I'm not quite sure how to do, what to do on here. Maybe just some dots right here. That's kind of cool. Okay, so we got some of these, that. Maybe. I guess let's just do, they look like little avocados. I don't know why, but I just wanted to do that. And then how about we do some of these? repetition with variation. Oops. Kind of make it a little different. Let's see. Yeah, getting all messed up on the design. What could we do up here? Maybe like little squigglies. There we go. So it's different, I guess. All right. Do you want to add this to anything else? Because this one really only shows up in the darker colors. I guess I can do like, oh, it shows up on this one. Nice. Okay, let's do it like this, maybe. And then we can always do some vertical lines on this one, maybe. That way they're different. And then I kind of want to do something in those, but I'm not quite sure what I want to do yet. Always do something like kind of follow the gradients on the inside. There we go. So that way they look more, what's the right word? Not so contrived. Maybe that's the right word. And then maybe some on this one and maybe some on this one. I'm not quite sure what I want to do. I guess I'll do it on all of them. There we go. That's different. And then this almost looks like a little person, like legs. My head in the way. There's like a head, arms, body, legs. What's a little person? That's kind of cool. Okay, I think that was some good doodles for now. And then I was trying to make these not look like donuts. They kind of turned out to look like donuts, but that's okay. And then let's see, we can do some of the white pen. We can always try to see if it works on here. What about on the red? Let's try that. Oh, I didn't put salt. You know what's funny? I actually thought about putting some salt. Oh my goodness, it's not like, either it's not showing up or it's not coming out, one of the two. I forgot I was going to put some salt on here for texture, but that's okay because we did add some of the water drops in some areas. Where else? My head's probably been in the way the whole time, huh, guys? I'm sorry. I tend to forget, like, the camera is above, and yeah. Go me. Gel pens. It's like they work really good and then they stop, and then they work really good and then they stop. Or it's just not showing up too well on there, but some areas are. Let's see, where else can we put some of this? Maybe I just don't know how it's gonna work or show up, so we'll just kind of keep at it with the white pen for a little bit longer. Oh my goodness. I wonder if I should grab my glass pen and see if I have any white ink that I could dip it in and see if that would work. Of course, those dots would be super tiny. Yeah, this gel pen just doesn't like the texture, I think, of the paper. Let's try this one, because I know it's not out. Oh, look, there we go. This one's actually working. So I wonder if it must have just been that pen. There we go, those show up a little better. I love gel pens. I remember when they came out when I was, well, they could have come out before I was in junior high, but when I discovered them, it was junior high, and man, everyone was obsessed with them. We'd write notes and like all sorts of things with gel pens. There were all the different colors. I think they even had scented ones at one point, possibly. Oh. So many little dots. But yeah, gel pens have always been just one of my favorites since then. Even the girls love them. My girls do anyway. But my goodness, they're expensive. Can you believe how expensive gel pens are? Like, give me a break. It's crazy. Okay, so that one's got some dots. Maybe we can kind of make more organic lines here. Oh, now this one's starting to not wanna work on me. I always want to get to the bottom part. That's funny. was working a minute ago. I like this. It kind of looks like lightning, or I don't know. And I did get an idea the other day. I saw we have some wood out there because we have a wood stove for the winter, and the organic lines, the circles in it, and even some of the bark on the trees in the backyard, I thought would just be absolutely stunning as like a back layer, like the very first layer of a painting. So I'm thinking about like going out there with some carbon black and like putting it on the tree and just taking one of my mixed media papers and like, you know, fold it on it and smush it real good, and like, oh, just the organicness of it just gets me super excited. Like I seriously just want to go out there and do it right now that I just remembered. So maybe I should do that today before I forget. I think that would be absolutely amazing as like a, you know, ground to start off of for another piece. I was actually thinking about doing another hunting dog piece because I love working in that style and how free and abstract it was. Like I loved everything about that painting that I did. And if you guys want to see it, it's on my website, amandamartinezart.com. You guys can check it out. Everybody loved it. I had several people inquire about it, but it's still available. So yeah, you guys should definitely check it out. It's one of my favorites. I really like this. This one's cool. It's different. Let's see, what else could we do? Maybe... Okay, so I got some gel there, gel there, gel there. Haven't really gotten any of these other ones yet, so kind of think of maybe we could do some circles in this one. Circles do take a minute. Yeah, now I seriously just want to go get a piece of paper and do that. My husband's gonna be like, why? What is on this tree? Like, he's gonna ask questions for sure. What did you do to my tree? That's funny. Especially before we have them cut down. Might be good to go get that stamped before we get the trees cut. Okay, got some interest on that one. Does that even show up? Not really. There we go. That's actually pretty cool. Okay. I kind of want to work with this one for now. And let's see. We could probably do... I'm not good at line work. I don't exactly have the steadiest hand. I don't always connect the top and the bottom. Kind of drives me a little nutty. Like that one. That's just weird looking. Don't know how I feel about that. Maybe we can do dots on this one. There we go. Yeah, see, I don't like my line work. It just doesn't turn out how I want it to. That's okay. Maybe with more practice I'll get better. The more I do it. I was so excited. I finished the butterfly on that painting yesterday. So excited. Now I'm trying to decide if I want to put, I like that, if I want to put oils on it or not. Which it might be a good idea because it would push some things back and bring some things forward, which might make a difference. So yeah, I might do some oil on it. But if you guys are signed up for my email, like my monthly email, which I send out probably one email every couple months because I'm terrible at remembering to send out my email. But that is in the description of the video if you want to sign up for that. But that's where, oh crumb, that one was a little weird. That's where I like share when my pieces are finished, so you guys would be the first to see that one completed. So if you want to check it out, that's kind of nice. I like that. Okay, let's see. Maybe we can do some dots down the bigger one. So we're going to be making a Bavarian cake for Sean's birthday today. So that'll keep us pretty busy. I notice I really like dots. I wonder if I need something down here to kind of give it some more interest on this one. Maybe something other than dots. Let's see. Sometimes it's hard, like, to get out of your own head, you know, when you're doing things like this. Super congested still, like all the smoke in the air from all the fires. It sounds like I've smoked like a whole pack of cigarettes or something. That's kind of cool. I like that. Add some little black dots right here. I like the acrylic paint markers. They dry pretty quickly, so it makes it easy to work with those on this for different mark making. I really like that. Jeez. How about we do some black dots up here. Makes me think, like, when I see these little tiny black dots, Like, you know how when you go to the ocean and you just feel so small, you feel so insignificant? But I'm sure each piece of sand is like a person, you know? Like it just, I don't know. You just feel so small and it's crazy. The perspective you get just from standing at the ocean or like at a beach, you know? I'm gonna down a little bit more on this one. Boop, 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 boop. There we go. Okay, that one looks a lot better. These ones definitely are not my favorite. I like this one. This one's cool. I like this one. Probably could add some on there. I like this one. I don't know if I want to do any more to that one either. I think this one's done. This one's done. This one's done. This one's almost done. It needs something else. I'll have to work on adding some black to a lot of these. Let's see. Let me just add some lines. On top of here. There we go. It's kind of funky. Kind of makes me think of rain. Kind of funky, but cool at the same time. Not sure how I feel about that one. It's kind of weird. I kind of feel like this one's done too. It's got so much going on with the colors. It looks awesome. And then maybe we'll do... What?
You turned my whole drink into shark blood.
Oh, your shark bite? That's funny. Maybe we'll just do some dots in the white space on this one. There we go. It's kind of cool. Maybe I'll keep it the same on this one. Not enough dots. Almost looked a little too same. There we go. Oh, no, need more on this one now. That's a little better. Still needs... Does that look a little better? Yeah. Okay, let's see. Where else can we do? I wonder what I can do in the middle on these ones. Kind of make it a little wonky. I don't know if I want to kind of keep the same little theme. It's just kind of like uneven lines. Kind of make it just funky little, not make sense lines. Okay, gave it a little something. I wonder if I should put anything in the center. These two need to be connected. I think maybe that's what was bugging me. Does that connect them? I think it's better. Okay, done. Probably almost done. 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 This needs something else. Maybe we'll just kind of outline this one with some dots. And yeah. Gives it a little something else. There we go. Trying to decide if that's done or not. If I did like 2 rows. Might make it more complete. There we go. That looks better. Okay, so I don't need to do these. This one, I feel like it needs something, but I'm not sure what. Because some of the water droplets just didn't really make sense, so I guess I can do some of the abstract, nonsensical lines. Probably needs one on the bottom. What's wrong, Moon? She acts like she's hot. Okay. This one. Are you okay? Okay, done. Done. Simple but done. This one's a little over the top. Done. Probably need to add something in here. Done. So maybe these two. This one's simple, but I feel like it's done. I love how it, the colors bled on that one. It turned out really good. There we go, something different. And then what do we want to do on this one? kind of like it as it sits, but still feel like it needs something. I don't want to do just dots. Maybe do some more of those little funky lines. There we go. I kind of like that. And then maybe on the top of this one. Almost looks like it's a little open-ended. Like it's waiting for something more. Maybe I should have outlined the whole thing. Yeah. Just didn't look complete or finished, so. Now these kind of come forward, and the middle one kind of goes back. It's different. What do you guys think? Does it need anything else? I feel like I dotted and lined and scribbled on most of them. Wonder which one's your favorite, guys? Let me know. I think, man, it's hard to choose. I really like this one. I like this one. I like these two. I like this one. I like this one too. Oh my gosh, it's hard. Alright, well, I guess we'll take the tape off. And then I can erase the lines. Get off my finger. Is this under? No. No. This one is above that one. I forgot I taped it differently than I normally do. Okay, now I can grab my eraser and is this still recording? Yep, just making sure. Erase those lines and see what we got to work with here. I love these erasers, they're like my favorite. I like the kneading erasers too. Those ones are awesome. Okay. Almost done. Did I get it all? Let's see. Any more lines? Wow, that's cool. Let's turn it this way. Funky. Ooh, I kind of like it that way too. These actually look a lot better upside down. That's really funny. Okay. What do you guys think? It's pretty interesting. And like if you wanted to, since these are just little samplers, you could always cut these up and have like 3-inch paintings if you wanted to, or you can leave it like one piece like this. And most of the time I like to end up leaving them like this, but I mean, in the case that there was a few, like obviously I do love like this one, this one, this one, these two, this one, you know, they would look good on their own in a little frame, but I kind of like it all together. It's turned out pretty cohesive, which I'm excited about. So today's the 24th. So I'm gonna sign this one and date it. Now I gotta find my, I'll just use this one, that works. And I can go add that to my cool little suitcase. Well, thanks for hanging out, guys. That was actually a lot of fun. And it's hard to like get into your right brain. Well, for me it is. It's hard to get in your right brain to be loose and creative and just do what you think you should do, like what comes to your mind. But some days it's better than others and comes more naturally. But thanks for hanging out, guys, and I'll see you on the next one.